Hi everyone. Today our topic is centralized payment in D365. What is meant by centralized payment? The name itself providing the meaning and providing the concept. That means centralized payment. Payment from the centralized company. Central. So centralized payment means, for example, I have two companies. One is USMF and another one is DEMF. For DEMF invoices, vendor invoices, I'll pay from USMF company. That is what centralized payment. So what are the setups we need to do for centralized payment? And what is the output after configuration? This we are going to do in D365. Let's start. So in D365, I am in USMF company. First of all, to do the centralized payment, the first setup we need to do is intercompany account. Intercompany accounting. So there must be relation between these two companies. So DEMF and USMF. There is a relation. Okay. So centralized payment. There are few criterias you can select here. Post cash discount, legal entity of the invoice. Wherever the invoice is available, there only you post the cash discount. You are telling the system where the cash discount needs to be posted. Post the currency exchange gain or loss, these post interest, post fine. These are the things you are telling to the system for customer payments as well as vendor payments, where to book this cash discount, which company, where to book this exchange rate, exchange gain or loss, interest, fine. Those type of things as per your requirement you can mention this here. So DEMF and USMF company already relation is there. We have originating company is DEMF, destination company is USMF. Okay, and this is debit account and credit account, debit and credit account. Same way we have DEMF and USMF and DEMF reciprocal relation as well. Reciprocal relation as well. So same way as I told, original originating company is USMF here and destination company is DEMF. This is the first setup we need to do. It is already there, so I am just explaining. If you are doing if you are practicing with different companies, you can create a relation here by clicking new, and you need to select the originating company and destination company and whatever the debit account, credit accounts you need to map. Okay, this is first. Second, in organization hierarchy, organization administration module, in organization hierarchy, centralized payment purpose supposed to be like organization hierarchy you need to prepare, and purpose of that organization hierarchy is centralized payment. So you need to select the purpose as centralized payment. Okay, this is the main thing. Okay, if you view here, see here this Conteso entertainment, Conteso entertainment, DEMF, USMF. There is a relation, and USRT also relation is there. Okay, so Now, third step we need to do is create vendor master in both the companies USMF as well as DEMF. One second. Okay, both the companies you need to create the vendor accounts payable. Okay, for example, I am taking this vendor and add vendor to another legal entity I am using. So USMF I have, and I'm going to add this vendor to DEMF. Mm, so number sequence of vendor cannot set. Okay. Okay. Number sequence of the vendor is in DEMF is manual, so that's why it is causing this issue. Let's go to DEMF company. We'll create from here. Example DE001. I'm adding this vendor to another legal entity, which is my USMF legal entity, and vendor group, and currency. Number sequence for vendor accounts cannot be. And what? Okay, let's see what is the issue. Go to accounts payable parameters to see the number sequence for vendor account. See here, it's manual. Let's give as continuous. And went to USMF company again. I'm planning to get the same vendor account to DEMF company. So creating this. Now you will not get that particular okay. So first step what we did, first creating the relationship between intercompany relationship between both the companies and providing the originating debit account, credit account, originating company, destination company, debit and credit account, journaling, those type of stuff we need to provide. Second is organization administration. In organization hierarchy we need to create for centralized payment. Purpose supposed to be centralized payment. In the hierarchy we need to map, we need to give this hierarchy between these two legal entities. Okay, then the point 3, third step is that you need to create the vendor accounts in both the legal entities. So I have created I have moved one of the vendor to another legal entity as well, DEMF. That means created. I have created vendor account in DEMF as well. This is the vendor account here. So let's try to, now setup is done. What we need to test it. The outcome of this setup we need to test here. So let's see. Let's create vendor payment journal in DMF company. Sorry, let's create vendor invoice for this. So I'm creating whatever the vendor created newly in DEMF. For that vendor, I'm booking one of the invoice. So this is testing part. Setup is only the first 3 steps: relation, intercompany relation, organization hierarchy, creation of vendor accounts. So which vendor? This is our vendor. So invoice date is, I'm taking yes, and invoice number I need to give. See, what is this error? Vendor is on hold. Okay, let's first of all go back, go to vendor. It is on hold. Release the vendor for posting. Then come back to invoice journal screen to book the invoice for that particular vendor. Okay, and invoice date I'm giving, and invoice number, description, centralized payment, and just anything you can provide. So it's invoice 1000, and I am giving offset account something, some expense account or some other any expense account taking. It is for just testing purpose, so I'm taking 6 series the expense accounts. Mm, let's Friday. Let's take Friday's expense. I'm just picking one of the dimensions from the list because we are not sure what is the account structure taken for this particular accounts. So I randomly picked some of the dimensions. So we are posting the invoice now. Okay, invoice has been posted. So I again I'm again coming back to USMF legal entity. So now invoice has been posted in DEMF. Now I am going to settle the invoices for this vendor from USMF company. In DEMF, vendor number is this is the vendor. Okay, but I am in USMF. I am going to settle this vendor transaction invoices. So vendor payment journal. Let's take new one. Vendor pay lines. Selecting the vendor account, which was USMF. After selecting the vendor, click on settle transactions. It will show the all the invoices for this vendor, including DEMF as well. So if you scroll down, this is the invoice you booked in DEMF company just now today. Maybe we'll have the legal entity column. Here you can see DEMF company. Company is DEMF for this particular invoice. So it's not there. So you can check from here. Company. You can mark it and you can settle that particular invoice. So what is this? Centralized payment means we are paying DMF company invoices also for this vendor. Okay, that is what payment we are giving from USMF. Okay, you can pause the payment. That is what about centralized payment. I hope you understood. will come up with new topic in next videos. Bye everyone.